So welcome to 103 TV. We're back again here at 103 TV studios, and joining me in the hot seat is Jason Fisher from the RSC buying group. If you missed out on the very first episode, you can go onto our social media on Mansfield 3.2, check it out again. Jason, thanks for coming back in to see us today.
It's okay, John.
Tell us a little bit about RSC buying group, what you actually do.
Yeah, so we're a family-run business. We're based in Mansfield, and we work on behalf of a network of dealers throughout the UK. Sourcing stock and trying to get people the best price for the car when they're looking to sell.
Are we talking any vehicle? Are we talking small to large, or do you just specialise in the sports vehicles or what? Because I see quite a few sports vehicles outside.
Yeah, we do deal in the sports vehicles, but we'll buy anything from a £2,000 Peugeot all the way through to a £100,000 Porsche. So we'll literally buy anything.
I literally used to have a Porsche, and I wasn't very happy at my price, but we're going to come on to why that happened a little bit later on. Okay. But today we're going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about free market analysis, and we're also going to talk about car sourcing. Now, if you don't know anything about these, Jason will explain. Tell us a little bit about this free market analysis. What does that entail?
Yeah, so it's a new service that we're offering. So what we do is, rather than just buying someone's car and giving them a valuation on what we think the car's worth, what we'll do is, if someone contacts us, we'll give them a full market analysis on their vehicle in particular. So all cars have a price, but there's certain things that maybe make the car worth a little bit more. Maybe if there's something to do with the condition of the car that might devalue the car a little bit. Like with the housing market, you've got an estate agent that will value your house in your area, and then a surveyor comes around, they'll say it's got 5 bedrooms, it's got an ensuite, a conservatory, so actually it's worth a little bit more. So that's what this market analysis does. We'll find out all about the car, we'll find out any specification it has, any potential damage to the car. We'll get a lot more information, and we'll also talk to the customer from a dealer's point of view, so what they look for. So we deal with hundreds of dealers throughout the UK. We know what things sort of make the car worth a little bit more. I mean, prices vary, so what we'll do is we'll tell you what your car's worth privately, how much it's worth on a dealer's forecourt, what the trade price is for that particular car, and what someone's prepared to pay for it. So we'll basically, rather than just give you an offer, we'll break it all down for you, and we'll tell you everything about your car, the good bits and the bad bits.
So say Mr. and Mrs. Brown are going to sell their car today. They've got a BMW, they give you a ring, they contacted you. How does it work? What's the stages you have to go through?
So what we'll do is we'll find out, basically it's just like any online platform, we'll get the registration and the mileage. That'll give us the basic information about the car and the rough sort of trade prices, retail prices. But then what we'll do is we'll find out more about the service history. With it being a BMW, we'll find out if it's an M Sport, so a bit more specky, or whether it's an SE, so a basic model. And then we'll find out the little things like the size of the alloys, if it's got reversing camera, satellite navigation. All these things add value to your car and make it more desirable when the dealer's trying to sell it. So instead of getting £10,000 for your car, you might get 11.5 because you've got a lot of specification on your car that dealers and potential customers for your car are looking for.
And would adding fairy dice add value?
It would.
Right. Okay.
To the right customer, John.
That's right, okay. So that's free market analysis. We'll give people the details. There's no fairy dice in my car, by the way. So obviously there's a lot of services you provide, but car sourcing, what is car sourcing? I hear this all the time.
So car sourcing, it's retail sales in reverse. So typically a car dealership would find stock, they'd buy it and then advertise it on their platforms, so on their website. What we do is, because we've got access to over 100,000 vehicles that we're searching for privately, that dealers aren't advertising anywhere, we've got a lot of cars that we've got access to. So what we do is, if you're in the market to buy a new Porsche, John, and you...
Every day I'm in the market to buy a new Porsche. In my head.
Yeah, well, exactly. If you're looking for a Porsche and you found one online, but it doesn't have all the features necessarily that you were looking for, you might make do with that car and then go and buy it, and it might be 150 miles away. So what we do is, you can give us a call, you can tell us what car you're looking for, down to the colour. So I'm looking for a white Mercedes. I really want it to have a reversing camera. It's got to have parking sensors, and I want a panoramic glass roof because I like that in the summer, and it's got to open. So then what we'll do is, if they've not found one online, we'll access our platforms that we use to source stock. We'll find them that car that they're looking for that meets all the specification, it's in their price budget, and then we'll give them a call back and say, we found this car, and then they'll come and buy it.
See, some people, they want more bang for the buck, don't they? So they want all the bells and whistles and everything. You know, they don't want the basic cars anymore. Like you say, they want the aircon, the sat nav, and everything. And that's what you specialise in with this car sourcing. You say, right, I've got this car, this model with all this spec. This is your choice. Would you give them a second or third choice as well?
We do, yeah. So some people that are looking for a very rare car, for example, it's got to have all the specification. You might have to, just like anything, you might have to give up one of the options that you'd like. You can't find something that's got everything. It might not be available on the market. So you might have to, do you really want a panoramic glass roof? Or if you've got a reversing camera, do you really need parking sensors? So if we can't find everything you're looking for, we'll give you the options and then we'll talk them through. We might find a car that has everything you want, but it's in grey and not white. So then is colour really high up on your preference list? So
you've got to compromise.
You've got to compromise.
But like being with a wife, you've definitely got to compromise. So yeah, so this free market analysis, it's great, and the car sourcing. There's other things you do which we're going to come on to in the next few weeks, anyway. But with you being a family business, and tell us more about this, I think it's more personal.
It is a lot more personable even. So you're not just putting your reg and mileage into a website and getting emails, and a lot of websites have AI on there. You're ringing me, you'll speak to me directly. I'll basically do the free market analysis. I'll make you an offer for your car. We'll have a chat about your car, why you're selling. We'll have a real conversation, and then it'll be my stepson that comes to collect the car if you're happy with the price. And we've got a new employee as well. So my wife started with us, and she'll pay for the car. She looks after all the finances, all the admin, keeps me in check. So,
so are you running this business, or is the wife running this business now? So
I was running this business, so that might change. So we'll see how that goes.
There's a different set of rules coming up in 2025. Let me tell you. So people want to get in touch with you. What's the website?
So the website's rscbuyinggroup.co.uk. And we're on social media as well, RSC Buying Group.
So if you want to ask any questions, well, whilst you're on the website, the phone number's there as well. You can contact Jason, have a little word. And if you've missed previous episodes with me and Jason, which, you know, you don't want me in there, you want Jason, I know. It's all on there on our social medias, of course, at Mansfield 3.2. But thank you again for coming in, Jason.
No problem. Thanks for having me, John.
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Beep, beep.